Yeah, good afternoon. It's Jim from JAGfx.com. It is Saturday, the 19th of April 2025. This is my weekly analysis video where we have a look at some of the Forex pairs. I'm trading on the daily time frame using the high probability and divergence trading methods from my books. Okay, everyone, thank you for watching the video. If you do like the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It's always appreciated. I get it, they're not great videos, I know that. I hope everyone's weekend's going okay. I cannot report on my football team for the first time this year. I don't think they played on a Friday or a Saturday. They're actually playing, I think, tomorrow, so I can't even, good luck to them. They're playing the reigning premiers, so it'll be a tough game. Formula One. The McLarens are killing it in where are they? Saudi Arabia. Tough circuit, a lot of concrete walls there. They're going all right though. It's going to be an entertaining race. So McLaren killing it. All right, let's get into it. Unbeknownst to me, until yesterday morning, I didn't realise it was Easter weekend. Obviously, I'm living in Cambodia, which, on a different note, this is my last video in Cambodia for a while. I'm moving back to Vietnam on Thursday. So next Saturday's video should be coming from Da Nang in Vietnam. But yeah, Cambodia, it's a Buddhist country, main religion. Easter's not a big thing. They've just got over their New Year. Thailand, Laos and Cambodia just had their New Year. So I woke up yesterday, I'm thinking, Jesus, quiet on the charts, and I had to look at the news. Public holiday everywhere. Why is it public holiday everywhere? Good Friday, and which will be the same for Monday. As an Australian, we all know it's a 4-day weekend for us in Australia. So it's Easter. If you celebrate Easter, happy Easter to you. I'm not a religious person, so it doesn't worry me one way or the other. All right, let's get into it. Let's have a look at the charts now. Because it's Easter weekend and the markets have settled a bit, I think the Trump administration have sort of said, right, we love everyone except China. Let's get on with it. So the markets have settled somewhat this week. This is TradingView. This is my watch list on the right here. You can see all the different colors. They're just the different methods I'm trading on each pair. There we go. If you followed me, if you watched my video last week, I mentioned that I'm just dumbing it down a bit, making life a little bit easy for myself. Just doing one trade technique on one pair, not splitting it up. Just make life a little bit easier. I've got to change the position sizing. I might have messed it up, gone too small as my Wi-Fi goes in and out. All right, so I'm not a trade signal provider. Please don't follow me blindly. Do not follow me blindly. I trade without stops, but if you want to, like for example, this is the Aussie yen, all right? There's a buy trade here. Now I call all these trades live, or with me, the new daily candle is what, 4 a.m. local. I get out of bed about 6:30. Not much happens in that 2.5 hours. So I normally get in pretty close to where the entry is, it's not a here nor there. I'm trading on the daily chart, so it's not a big deal if I miss by 30 pips or something like that. But I call them the trades at the time. I take a screenshot, I share that screenshot, I post my daily update on Facebook and Telegram. Everyone's more than welcome to join any of those groups. And any trade management also call. But please don't follow me blindly. I'm not a trade signal provider. I'm not giving investment advice. I trade without stops. As I said, if you were going to trade this with a stop, your stop would be down here somewhere. It's a big stop. I don't trade, but I've got a plan. If things go against me, I have a plan. In this case, it's the Aussie yen. I'll go and do the multi-sequence hedging with this pair. It's no big deal. MACD platinum below the zero level. Took a buy here. It's slowly grinding up. The MACD's heading up towards the zero level. Nothing to report. Just sitting on my hands. Now, I know people will get nervous, and I get it. The daily charts are boring. I do trade the 8-hour charts. I'll just bring up my 8-hour charts. Here's my 8-hour charts. So I trade the 8-hour charts. I've got plenty of trades on the 8-hour chart, some good, some not so good. But I trade the daily charts, back on the daily charts now. And when crap like this happens sideways for like 1, 2, 3, 4, all week, it's gone nowhere. You just got to sit on your hands. Let the signals tell you when to get out. So the Aussie yen, we're in a buy, going nowhere fast. Pound CAD, All right, this is something happened here. All right, this sell trade, I was stopped out. So it went down, went down, went down, popped up there on that date, which would have been the 15th, stopped out for an overall profit, all right? So it came down, I probably closed halves somewhere down here. Yeah, there we go, exactly. I was in, I was in a loss recovery type setup, and I closed most of my trades, put a stop in place. So I just leave it on the chart, I was stopped out. The only trade I'm in at the moment is this buy. It should be for 0.1. I don't know why I've got 6. So I'm going to buy here. It popped up nicely the first day, come down. It's starting to head back in my direction. So now that trade's finished. So that'll be gone, the sell. And there's a loss recovery and oh, here we go, we'll get rid of the sell. So that's all gone. So we're just in this buy now, and that's all we've got. One buy trade. So we're in no man's land. MACD platinum below the 0 level. There was nice hidden bullish divergence there. Hidden bullish divergence on that one. Hidden bullish divergence on that signal there. I love that. You know what I think about hidden divergence. MACD platinum still below the 0 level. So I'm just sitting tight at the moment, waiting to see what happens. That's the pound CAD. Silver. Gold. XAU, USD, gold. My mistake. Gold. See, gold. Now, we're in multiple sequences here. You can pause the video, have a read. Sequence 1's hedged. So S1, sell, buy. So that's a hedge buy, second sell, second hedge buy. So that's hedged. Sequence 2 is buy, sell, buy. So sequence 2, break evens this yellow dotted line there. So we're well above that at the moment, which is good. Sequence 3 is a sell and a hedge, so it's hedge. Sequence 4 is just buy here. Now, I was going to give it, after this day, I was going to see what happened and push up. I've got to get up to these. This is my overall break-even level for all trades, that yellow solid line. And these yellow dotted lines, I worked out what I did wrong. I think last week's video, they were down here somewhere. I thought they didn't look right. I've got a fair bit to recover on loss recovery, 6,000. So I went back and I checked them, and it wasn't me doing it was me doing the maths wrong. That's all. It wasn't me doing the calculation wrong. It's me doing the maths wrong, if that makes sense. That probably doesn't make any sense. But these are the correct levels. So I'm just going to give it a day. If nothing happens, I'm going to start looking at closing out on sequence 2 and closing out on sequence 4. The MACD platinum's through the 0 level. I've drawn these red trend lines in for potential divergence there. If this goes up any higher, it's no longer valid. Delete those red lines, those lines. But at least we're heading in the right direction with gold. And like I've said many times, with the metals and Bitcoin, I'd rather be long than short most of the time. Don't get me wrong, I made plenty on the short side, but I'm just more comfortable with the. And gold is a haven. Usually when the stock market's in the poo, people go to gold. So gold. If we just push up, I'll give it a day at least. We'll see how we go. Like I said, Monday is a public holiday for most of the planet. Look, how come when I looked at the news, doesn't the US celebrate Easter? Like Good Friday wasn't a holiday in the US, and I'm pretty sure Monday's not a holiday in the US. I don't know. You guys you just walk to a different beat, don't you, in the US? And I know most of my people that watch these videos are from the US. Most of my readers are from the US, so yeah, I get it. But you just do things different. One of the only 2 countries in the world that still has the imperial measurements. Welcome to the metric world. All right, so that's gold. At least we're heading in the right direction. And the good thing is my last trade was just buy here, so we're up a fair bit on that. So it gives me a bit of room to move. But yeah, all right. Aussie USD took a buy in here, took a second buy in here, and remember I made mention I had to go to MT5. Some reason. The TradingView's missing a couple of signals every now and then, and this is one of them, where I just went MT5, had a look. I think it might be up there if it's somewhere. I'm doing a test on my EA. I tell you what, as much as they talk about AI, it's like bang your head against the wall with programming, I tell you. Here's my Aussie. This is the Aussie, slightly different setup. There's the buy there. Second buy was in there. I took it based on that. See, there's a sell was there, and it wasn't on TradingView, so we go back to TradingView. There's no sell on that candle there. I don't know why, but I took the buy there, and we're in DCA. We managed to close out 17 close trade 1. There's that buy there, and 0.30 of trade 2, and stop now set. Can't lose on that. So we're good. We're at this previous high here now. MACD platinum through the 0 level. These green lines are big round numbers. In this case, 60 cent, which is a big round number on the Aussie. 65, 70 cent. So we're going back up towards the 65 cent level. BTC. Now, because it's so quiet, I've actually gone through all my charts. I've got 0 notes for 8 hour, all this daily charts. DCA, I've got 0 notes for Monday. Nothing to do Monday. So it's boring as. And you look, this is Bitcoin. It's gone nowhere. This is the 80,000 level. We're in a buy, stop and place. Can't lose on the buy trade. MACD platinum through the 0 level. It's going nowhere. I think I'm going to buy and let's have a look at the 8 hour chart. Buy and a sell on the 8 hour chart. So I'm in this buy, can't lose, got to stop and place, and I took a sell here. And it's going nowhere fast. So I could close out. I'm in 2 buys actually, so can't lose on that. Yeah, go back to the daily. So yeah, it's going sideways. Bitcoin at the moment. It's funny, everything else is on a tear in either direction. Bitcoin, nah. What tariffs? So we're in a buy, can't lose. All right, pound yen. In a sell from back here and a loss recovery, so we're in 2 sells. I was in multiple trades through here, as you remember, and we're now got a stop place, can't lose on the sell and the loss recovery. Recovered that big loss there, which is a 2,400 roughly. Recovered that and got a stop place. We're just trailing the stop down. In the meantime, I took this buy here. When was that? On the 16th of April. Took the buy, and very next same day, look at that, just dropped like a rock back to the support level here, and it's bounced up nicely on Thursday. Friday, not going anywhere. Most of the world was closed, financial markets were closed, so I can probably extend this line out a bit. And it's like a decent support level there, so I'm pretty happy to take that buy there. We'll see how we go though. The good thing is I've got a couple of sells on, so it's given me some protection on that side if the buy doesn't go in my favour. We're getting close to the entry level. MACD platinum below the 0 level, obviously one of the rules. Buy when it's below, sell when it's above. It's an oscillator, goes from around, always goes back to the 0 level eventually. That's a pound yen, we can't lose on that. The buy's looking a bit, it's not too bad. Silver, this is silver, XAG USD. We're in a buy. I closed half. We went through, even though the MACD platinum still below the 0 level. Nice support level here, take this buy. $30 level, which is a big round number. You can see if you go back in time, let's just have a look at a weekly chart, see if it does. So there's the 30 level. And there's the, what's that, 35 level. See that? Come up close, bang, go back to 30. Go back to the daily. So yeah, took this buy. It's popped up nicely, popped up. It popped through the SMA 20, simple moving average 20, closing the other side of that. Good time to reduce my risk. So I close half, put the stop in place, can't lose on this trade. So yeah, that's silver, can't lose on that. Euro Aussie, still in this buy from the, when's that? From the 1st of April, in a loss recovery 2 buys. So we're in it was a traditional hedge thing and a loss recovery. So stop in place, can't lose on either trade, just trailing the stop. No real rush to move it at the moment. Took the sell here on the 14th of April. Regular bearish divergence there, you can see it. Took the sell, MACD platinum above the 0 level, took the sell, and it's just going nowhere fast. But I'm no rush, not too concerned about the sell. If this just shot up in price, who cares? I'm still in these buys. So that's why I like hedging. It just gives me peace of mind. I know a lot of people say, well, if you're committed to the sell side, why don't you close your buys if you're so committed? I don't know where the market's going to go. Every time I take a trade, of course I want it to win. We all do. That's why we trade. We're trying to make money. But I'm a realist. I know that probably 50% of my signals are going to be wrong. So having buy trades in place helps offset that. Now, if the sell works out and it keeps on dropping down, it'll get to the stage where I can do something with a sell trade and reduce my risk there, and I get stopped out on the buys for a profit. Who cares? So in the meantime, when these couple of buys still, stop, I could probably trail that stop up a little bit higher, but no rush, I can do that on Tuesday or whatever. Monday is going to be a non-event, as I said. New Zealand CAD, we're in a buy trade, already closed half. Again, I closed half based on the SMA 20. This is very similar to the Euro Aussie. New Zealand CAD, it was a buy on the 1st, I think. No, not even close. The 11th. 11th of April. Hang on, let me have a look at that again. That's sell. Was it the 11th of it? Oh, no. I'm making stuff up here. Sorry. Took a buy. It's very, I remember closing 2 trades at half at the same. Might have been silver. Hang on, let me check this. Silver. Yes, that was on the 11th. I knew it closed too for the same reason. It was silver and the New Zealand CAD closed at half, both based on a MA 20 price closing above the moving average 20. We were up sort of, no man's land. So we closed half, stops here, can't lose on this. MACD Platinum's now through the 0 level, so it was a bit early, but we already closed. We're good. Can't lose on that. New Zealand USD, we're in multiple trades, both traditional hedging from there. So it was a buy, hedge, sell, second buy. Now I've started the close out. MACD Platinum went through the 0 level. We're well and truly in profit. Closed out some of the trades, put a stop in place, loss recovered that, stop in place. I could trail this stop up a little bit higher. I will get the stop above the entry level in the next couple of days, or next week, early next week, and we'll be good to go then. Oh, that was another note on the 8-hour charts. Look, I don't call the 8-hour trades, but you can all have a look at my shared spreadsheets. You'll see my 8-hour sheets there, and you'll see a note. I'm winding out of the 8-hour spreadsheet. 8-hour charts. The only reason I'm winding out is because when I go back to Vietnam, I'll be there for about 10 days with a friend, and we're doing the tourist thing for about 10 days. So I can't check the charts every 8 hours, so I'll just be doing the daily charts. Once the friend leaves, then we'll be good to go back to the 8-hour charts. So it's New Zealand. We're in a buy. Can't lose on that, on either trade. Aussie Swiss. Now this is one that's given me a little bit of grief, but it's not the end of the world. Took a buy, took a second buy on a trend line break. Took a hedge sell there. So we're in traditional hedging here. So I took a hedge sell there, which is good because it just dropped down all the way to that 50-cent level. That green, it's a big round number, and look at that, just touched it and bounced up. Got a new buy, so we've got a buy now. And there's my overall break even there. MACD Platinum a long way below the 0 level. So we're not looking too bad, even though we're not getting up towards that yellow line as yet. It's a slow moving pair. It's a pair I'm pretty confident with. Even with this tariff news, we're going all right. We just got to pop up there. And because it's such a slow moving pair, most of the time, I could look at, say, maybe closing that sell, and locking in some profit and looking, depends what happens. It's at the moment we're still in buy, so we're just waiting. So Aussie Swiss, that's my overall break even there. So we'd like to pop through that and cover everything. Right, Euro USD. Now we've got a grey vertical line here because there's a red dot on the MACD Platinum above the 0 level. So it's just a warning for me. There's no red dot, no red QMP filter dot as yet. Now we're in a couple of trades here. You can pause the video. So sequence 5, it's a traditional hedging. We're hedged at the moment. So sell, hedge buy, second sell, second hedge buy, third sell, third hedge buy. So that's sequence 5, S5. Sequence 7 is DCA. So I'm just sell there. Where is it? Down here. And the second sell's there. So I'm basically waiting for a third sell. My break even for those 2 sells is there. So that's looking pretty bad at the moment, but I'm waiting on a third sell. No dramas. Sequence 8 is a buy here. I've already closed half, and I've got a stop in place up here. So I bought there, closed half, stop in there. I'm trailing this stop up. So I'm locking in profit on sequence 8. Sequence 1, I know it's gone from 5, 7, 8, 1. I've got to start back at 1 somewhere. Sequence 1's a buy. I've already closed half. and the same stop as sequence 8. So I hope I'll just drag the stop up. No rush yet. I could have called a move on that stop, but I won't. There's no rush. We'll just see if it keeps on going up, I think my overall break even, I don't know where it is, it's off the chart somewhere, because this is hedged. This one here is hedged. This is a dollar cost averaging, and we've got 2 open buy trades that can't lose. So it's a bit of a mixed bag on the euro. So we just wait to see what happens. Pound Aussie in a sell here, and it just went nowhere fast. It sort of meandered sideways for a while. In the meantime, the MACD platinum went through the 0 level, so I closed half on the other day. I think on that one, closed there, put my stop. I can't lose. So it's going up now, drawing these green trend lines in, potential hidden bullish divergence. Yeah, we wait till a signal, we just keep on adjusting these every day, and we'll see how we go. But in the meantime, this has popped up. Oops, spitting on my keyboard. It's popped up a bit. We're probably going to get stopped out here, but nothing lost. It's no dramas. All right, CAD Yen in a sell, closed half, MACD platinum through the 0 level. This will be one pair I'm dropping off the watch list once this trade closes. So even though there's a new blue dot on the MACD platinum below the 0 level, if it's a buy signal, I wouldn't take it. But I'll tell you what, if you were trading this pair, I'll give you if you did get a buy there, mate, I would be tempted, very tempted to take that. Let's get this close to 0, close enough. There's a nice support level there on price. So we've got a buy signal there, even though the MACD platinum's just below the 0 level. Mate, that'd be a pretty good buy. But in the meantime, I've got this sell on, can't lose on that, which is good. Pound Swiss, my lucky pair as I call it. It's another one. All these bottom pairs I'm going through now. I don't know if you can see them because my head's probably down here. But all these pairs, once the trades are closed, they're getting dropped off the watch list. I'm only concentrating trading on these pairs that are in the coloured. So we're in a sell. You all know the backstory. I got lucky here. Due to a hangover and me sleeping in, I missed this buy signal, which saved me a lot. You get lucky sometimes. I got lucky, and I'll admit to it. I got lucky, and it's put me in a good position. This thing was sideways forever. Then tariffs come, and bang! Look at that. We're good. So we're in a sell. Can't lose. Just trailing it at the moment. Right, pound USD. This is one pair. It's giving me grief. A couple of reasons. One, I've got lots of trades on, and 2, I've messed up my initial position size. Normally, I trade 0.12 on my initial trade. Then once things go against me, that normally halves to 0.06, and I go in a loss recovery mode with the other half. This, I didn't do it. I didn't go into loss recovery because I was already in loss recovery on another sequence. So I put myself in a position, and it's given me grief, but we're heading in the right direction. So you can pause the video, read all that, and multiple sequences. They're all multiple sequence hedging type trades. The only difference is one of them is, I think it's sequence 6. So yeah, I closed half. Sequence 6 was this buy. There's a buy, hedge sell, second buy on sequence 6. So I closed trade 1, the hedge 1, and 0.30 of trade 2, and put a stop in place. So I'm starting to lock in a bit of profit there. And sequence 8, which is this buy here, that buy there, because the MACD platinum went through the 0 level, and this is all below the 0 level here. So I'm looking at these 2 sequences. Sequence 8, closed half, same stop there. So I'm starting to lock in a bit of profit. Sequence 2 is the break-even level, is this one here. It's grinding up. I'm no rush to do anything about that because it commenced there. It's in the wrong side. Sequence 1 is hedged. Now I've got my loss recovery. I've got 7,000 to make up on loss recovery. Now they're a fair way up. They're up here somewhere. The loss recovery, a long way. There's my overall break even. So price just keeps on grinding up and hits these levels here. Great. Loving it. I'll make money on sequence 6. I'll make money on sequence 8. And I will break even on all these other and recover my loss. If that ever happens. Highly unlikely the price will go up there. But as long as price gets up higher, this is my last buy here, sequence 8. Before I get a sell, it's like before it turns down, as long as price is above that, I'll start chewing into this loss recovery loss, reduce that, and I'll also I'll look at closing sequence 2, for example, sequence 6 and sequence 8. The stop can get dragged up a bit higher, and we can start looking going the other direction on sequence 1, 3, 5, and 7. So it's not, I know it's messy, it's confusing, I get it. There's a method to my madness, and if you've been with me for a while, you'll understand. Watch my videos on my YouTube channel on the multi-sequence hedging. That's why I'm dumbing my watch list down a bit, just to save this confusion where I've got loss recovery and multi-sequence hedging all on the same pair. Now I'm just going one trade management technique on each pair. But we're heading in the right direction, all right? So the pound USD is heading up, which is good. USD CAD, this is probably one of my pain in the butt pairs. As you can see, the MACD platinum's below the 0 level still. We're still in the sequence 1. It's a traditional hedging. So we're hedged. So it was a buy, hedge sell, second buy, second hedge sell. So basically we're looking for a buy signal to take a third buy to try and break this, and we'll try and get in loss recovery mode because this is on the LRM, which means loss recovery based on valid MACD signals. So there's your first buy, second buy. So we lost, now waiting on the third buy, MACD platinum below the 0 level, a long way below the 0. So we're assuming the third one's going to get us up. Not only will it help with the traditional hedging, it'll break the hedge on there, and it'll get us back in a loss recovery mode also. Pound CAD. And it's all based on the initial hidden, on the second buy trade, it's a hidden bullish divergence. So we'll see how that goes out. USD Singapore dollar, pretty similar. No, it's not even close. I was going to say sort of the USD. I'm still in this sequence 1, which is a pain in the butt, fully hedged. So buy, hedge sell, second buy, second hedge sell, third buy, hedge, fourth buy, hedge. Crazy, eh? In the meantime, took a sell, sequence 2. Let's break that down a bit. Sequence 2 there. Sell, hedge buy, second sell, and that's gone down nicely. So I managed to close out some of that, start locking in a little bit of profit. So I've got closed that, got a stop in place, can't lose on sequence 2. Hedged on sequence 1, sequence 2, we started chewing some profit. Loss recoveries, I had 2 loss recoveries. I had sequence 1 from the original one here and the sequence 2 from here. Already recovered the loss on sequence 2, no problems. Again, stop in place, close half. Still was there, came down, recovered my loss, got to stop. Yeah, so we're good. We're making profit. That's so. Okay. So we're making profit somewhere, and like I said, sometimes you get stuck in these sequences. Don't be afraid to take a second. If you're committed to trading like this with the hedging, once you get above the MACD platinum gets on the other side of the 0 level, start looking and going the other side. Because if you're guaranteed if you're losing on this side, 9 times out of 10 you're going to be making money on the other side. So that's what I did here. Commenced a new sequence and it's making me money. And I'm still conscious of the first sequence. It's all good. All right, that's the USD Singapore dollar. The only last chart we look at is the US stock market. What can I say? Not much. Dropped off a cliff. Tariffs dropped off a cliff down this. We'll go to the weekly chart just to show you where we're at. So we come down here, this little low here. Where is it there? Come down to this low here, and that's broke the previous low and bounced up nicely last week. But again, this week it's starting to show some weakness again. Where it's going to go, who knows? There's a lot of uncertainty in the world at the moment. So there's the last thing was this buy there. Now, like I said, I'm more bullish on the stock market than I am bearish. Not saying that we can't. It's a 20-something% drop there, wasn't it? But that's definitely a buy signal there. It's not convincing because the trend is down. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? What comes out of the Trump administration next week? Who knows? I did read something during the week. Trump wants to, he can't sack, is it Powell, the Fed Reserve Chairman? The Fed Reserve, it's like the Australian Reserve Bank. It's completely separate. It's not a government. I'm not sure how the Fed Reserve is. I've read the background to it. There's bankers that set it up, obviously, but the Fed Reserve is supposed to be independent of the government. So the government can't, it's to give some balance. The government can't control interest rates and stuff like that. But Trump's obviously, he hates Powell, and I think he actually appointed Powell, but he hates him. He wants to sack him. The quicker he's gone, Trump, I don't know what's going to happen. He'll be, if he did sack Powell, he'd erode a lot of confidence in the markets and that. I don't know, but Trump wants interest rates to go down. Powell's even actually talking about interest rates going up, so who knows? Yeah, like I said, uncertainty. All right, boys and girls, that's it. There's nothing to report on the dollar cost averaging. Have a look at my spreadsheets. Where are they? Go to my spreadsheets, maybe dollar cost averaging. You can read them. Going all right, not, and I'm dumbing that list down too. I am making money. There's plenty of trades open. The account that I'm trading these on is up. It's one of my JAGfx accounts. It's not much happening there so far, but it took a couple of months to get some traction. Now we're actually positive, which is good, which is all right. I've got my, is the one we're on, the loss recovery we just went through. I got crypto. We made some money on crypto. Where are we? This is all just dedicated to crypto because I trade on a different account. So we're making money on crypto. Not going anywhere lately. We just sort of no man's land. I've only got the one buy chart on, trade on. 8 hours, there's 8 hours, and you can have a look at that stuff. So, yeah. All right, let's go back to the charts. Thanks for watching the video. If you like the button, hit the like button. Like the video, hit the like button, subscribe button. It's always appreciated. I've talked for 32 minutes. I can't believe it. It's been a quick video. Enjoy your weekend. Stay safe. Thanks for watching. And if anyone's got any questions, etc., just hit me up anytime. All right. Cheers.